and stop asking for relationship advice from lonely, unhappy, dissatisfied, miserable black women. Why are sisters getting relationship advice from lonely ass black women? Okay, my brother? Black men go through a lot. We go through a lot. I empathize with my brothers. So I'm not, being accusatory here. I'm not degrading you. Black men have it hard. We have it hard. We're the only men in America whose women do not have to respect them. We're the only men in America whose women out-earn them. We're the only men in America whose women out-educate them. We're the only men in America whose women collectively have more wealth and capital than we do. We're the only men in America who are not allowed to be men. Do you understand? So I know it's hard being a black man. I know why you smoking your life away. I know why you drinking your life away. I know why you snorting your life away. I know that. But what I'm saying, black man, is you need to get some help. You need to get some help. You got mental problems. You don't need to be dating that sister right now. Take care of you first. See, we keep talking about having a relationship with another person. You have to build a relationship with yourself. You have to build a relationship with yourself first. Do you understand me? So, brothers, please make sure you pick her up smelling like a gentleman, because a lot of women talk about this. They get out your car and now they smell like cigarette smoke. And they got to go in and see their kids, and their kids, mommy, you don't even smoke. Why are you smelling like 20 packs of Newports? Why are you smelling like 10 boxes of Marlboro? Why are you smelling like you done drunk 20 Grey Gooses? Okay? So brothers, make sure you come to them appropriately. Okay? Number 3 for women. We're up to number 3. Sisters, you ain't going to want to hear this, but I got to say it. You cannot rewrite a relationship contract just because your feelings have gotten involved. I know you don't want to hear that. I know. Men are very rational and very logical by nature and by nurture. When it comes to contractual obligations, men are very anal when it comes to contractual obligations and understandings. Women, you are more esoteric and emotional and abstract. We're not. It's concrete. So in other words, you start dating a man and you guys agree to keep it recreational. Agree to keep it physical, which I'm going to call recreational. Okay? Booty call or social call or whatever. And your feelings for him are starting to change. But his feelings for you have not changed. And now you want him to rewrite a contract. Remember now, in order to rewrite a contract, both parties must be willing to renegotiate. But if he don't want to renegotiate, he don't have to, because he was honest up front. Now, if he wasn't honest up front, sister, you have leverage, because what? The contract is null and void. Okay? The contract is null and void. He did not stick to the provisions. But if he was honest and said, this is what it is, and then you come later and you try to rewrite it because your feelings got involved, he don't have to rewrite that contract. Now, if he's a gentleman, okay, he may be open to what you have to say. He may want to renegotiate. There's nothing wrong with asking for a renegotiation. I don't think anything wrong with a sister asking a brother to renegotiate. That's all right. But if he don't want to, he don't have to. The question you should ask yourself is, why did you agree to an arrangement that you knew you could not live with? Why did you agree to an arrangement that you knew you cannot live with? And I'm going to tell you something. Black women, I love you. No matter how good your cookies are, no matter how good your cookies are, those butter almond cookies is off the hook. He love them. Those nice soft fudge cookies, he love them. Those butter pecan cookies, those sweet brown sugar cookies, that hot caramel cookie, those soft lemon cookies, he love them cookies. But guess what? No cookie, no matter how good it is going to make a man commit to you. Facts. Let me say it again. Let me say it again. No matter how good them cookies are, you bake them cookies up so nice, they be smelling so good, they so soft and sweet, they will not force a commitment. Sex has never forced a commitment. Sex will never force a commitment. Okay? Cookie power is important. Cookie power is critical. Cookie power helps the world go round. But cookie power has never made, nor will it ever save, a relationship. You cannot write the rules because your feelings got involved. Be a big girl. Don't agree to the contract unless you know you can live with the terms. Sometimes it's better to gracefully bow out. You know why a lot of women agree to contracts? Even when the brother is upfront and honest, the reason a lot of women agree to contracts is because they thirsty for companionship. You agree to anything, right? You thirsty. So you ran with it. You got to get your thirst in order. We're going to come back to thirst. I'm thirsty right now for orange juice, not for no woman. My God. Now, number 4 for the brothers. When you start dating women, and even when you're in a relationship, talk about her during the date. Stop talking about your selfish ass. So many women complain about how they go on dates with brothers. And the whole date, the whole dinner conversation is about him. Sister be like, Dr. Umar, he never once asked me anything about me. Even when I tried to talk about me, he ended up looping the conversation back to talking about himself. Brothers, sisters don't like that. They know we have an ego. They know we got a little bit of arrogance. They know we have some masculine self-centeredness. They understand that. But you have to discipline yourself. You have to discipline yourself to not be so self-centered that you never talk to her. As far as I'm concerned, that's grounds for dismissal. I think that's grounds for dismissal. Now, a sister might let that ride once. She might let it ride once, but I don't think a black woman should let that ride twice. Y'all was out 3-4 hours. Y'all went to a play. Y'all went to a concert. Y'all went to dinner. And all you keep talking about is your business, your kids, your life, your organization, your investments, your plans. You never asked her about hers. And you know what really is a bad thing? When you're dating a woman with children and you never ask her about her babies. How can you be dating a woman with children and you never ask her about her babies? Do you know what that's going to make her think? That's going to make her think that you're trying to act as if she don't have children. And you got to watch that, because women with children have a very difficult time with dating because they have to screen men. They have to screen men who may be trying to have a relationship with them without having a relationship with their babies. This is a package. It is a meal deal. And brothers, when you date sisters, you need to go into it with that mindset. It is a package deal. It is disrespectful to try to separate a woman in that relationship from the children. Okay? You don't need to be meeting the children up front, though. That should come later. A woman should not be introducing you to her children unless she has a pretty strong feeling that this relationship is headed for something serious. Okay? I totally disagree with Steve Harvey. I totally disagree with Steve Harvey when he said in his book, when someone asked, when should a man meet the kids? He said, as soon as possible. He must have been drinking. Steve Harvey must have had a blunt. You don't ever tell no woman to introduce men to her kids. Do you know how many men will be meeting her kids? I don't know what Steve was talking about. Okay, but that was totally, totally, totally irrelevant. Okay, totally irrelevant. All right? Okay, so make sure you talk about her and not yourself. Going back over to the sisters. Y'all ready for this one, ladies? I know I'm going to hit some people with this one. Ladies, y'all ready for this one? Let me get a swig on this. Yeah, I need some more juice for this one. Give me 1 second. Okay. Ladies, don't ever, 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 ever set a baby trap to try to keep a man. I know y'all don't want to hear this. I know y'all don't want to hear this. Ladies, never use a baby trap to try to keep a man. Now, let me put this in context. Let me put this in context. When a child is conceived, two people are responsible. When a child is conceived, two people are responsible. I want to be clear. I am not putting conception on you. Not at all. Okay? But I'm saying that within a relationship, sometimes there are certain understandings that are made up front. And sometimes a woman might feel that if I manipulate this a little bit and go against what we agreed to, that maybe, okay, if I, bring about conception in this beautiful gift from God, that maybe he will marry me. Listen, when a man has been upfront with you and said he don't want children, or don't want children now, or don't want any more children, or don't want children before marriage, and you try to create something after there was an understanding of whatever, that will not bring him closer to you necessarily. In fact, that may trigger in him a feeling of betrayal, a feeling of sabotage, a feeling of entrapment, conspiracy, and mistrust. He may never trust you again. Now, I know why some women use baby traps. Let me tell you why y'all use baby traps. The reason some women are still using baby traps in the 21st century is because it works once in a while. In particular, it works with men who are very committed to their religions. If a brother is heavy into Islam and he goes to the masjid and he's real close with the imam, or a brother is a junior pastor at the church, he's running Sunday school, he's working out with the band, he does Bible study, and he's on a first name basis with the bishop or the pastor, those types of brothers know they cannot go back to church, cannot go back to the masjid with a woman with a baby who's not married. So in situations like that, okay, I have a couple friends of my own who marry women just because they got pregnant. And guess what? In a couple situations, it was all right. 2 of the situations, everything fine. They're blessed. The other 3 situations, it ain't good. It ain't good at all. Okay? And I'm trying to tell one of these brothers that you're at fault more than she is, because you married this woman knowing that you wasn't into her. You only married her because you didn't want to deal with the guilt and shame of the social pressure or the social stigmatism that your church or your masjid or your Jehovah's Witness hall put on you. Okay? So the reason some women still use baby traps is because once in a while it works. You might be the lucky sister who used a baby trap to get a marriage or a commitment, and it might work. But guess what? 99% of the time, it will not work. 99%. And a man who was forced into marriage through a baby trap, is likely to go outside that marriage without feeling guilty, because he's going to see that more as a business arrangement. I am here against my will because I have a child. And if I decide to entertain other women, I can do it without any shame, because just like you got pregnant without my permission, okay, I'm going to go outside this relationship without your permission. So you have to watch those types of things. I don't know of too many women who are happy. In a marriage or outside of a marriage with a commitment that was forced with conception. You want a man to want you because he want you. You want a man to want you because he want you. Now, I'm not talking about sisters who get pregnant so they can be taken care of the rest of their life. That's a little bit different. That's a lot more Machiavellian. I'm talking about women who actually care about the man and use the baby to keep the man. I'm not talking about the gold digger type that will straight lock you with a baby so you can flip her lifestyle for the next 50 years. That's downright trifling. I hope we ain't got no sisters like that. I hope none of the sisters on this live feed is the type of sisters who will go out and get a baby so they can keep those Louis Vuitton bags in that Cadillac truck coming. I don't think we that trifling. Okay? At least not in the conscious community, right? Okay. Number 5 for the brothers. We almost halfway done. Never make excuses about what you don't have. Never make excuses about what you don't have when you're dealing with women. That will make you look weak. That will make you look insecure. That will make you into a self-doubter. And no woman is attracted to an insecure man. Women cannot stand an insecure man. You pick her up and your car ain't nice. I'm sorry, I don't have a better car. You take her to a restaurant. I'm sorry, I couldn't afford to take you to a better restaurant. You're not that tall. I'm sorry, I know you would prefer to date a taller man. That is unattractive. Women don't like that shit. Why you keep on feeling sorry for yourself? The worst thing you can do is throw a pity party in front of a woman you interested in. How you going to throw a self-pity party in front of a woman that you interested in? That's the worst thing you can do. Don't no woman want to hear about how you wish you was taller and you wish you had a better job and you wish you can afford a better apartment. It's not about things. It's about you. It's not about things. It's about you. Do you know what you're doing? You're begging her to date you. That's what your weak ass is doing. That's what you're doing. You're literally on your hands and knees, figuratively speaking, begging that sister to be bothered with you. What the hell is wrong with you? You don't throw no self-pity party. You wash that car up. You clean it up. You understand? And if it's me, I'm going to look at how she deals with the fact that I ain't got a 2017 Hummer. Because I want to make sure she don't want me for materialistic reasons. Okay, remember, dating, the art of war must be applied to dating. The art of war must be applied to dating. You don't want a woman who's just going to want you because you got it going on. What if you lose all that? What if you lose all that? You want a woman who's going to be with you no matter what because she loves you, my brother, because she's interested into you, not things. Don't be throwing no pity party. I don't give a damn if you ain't got a car at all and you got to pick her up in a Uber. So what? Don't you ever let nobody make you feel you less than them. Ever. I don't care who they is. I don't care who. No woman, no man. You don't feel less because you on a bus. So what? You might be more man than any man driving in the car while you waiting for the bus. You always respect yourself. A woman cannot be attracted to weakness. You understand? She needs a masculine charge to her feminine charge. She don't want no weak, simp-ass, jellyfish, spineless, I wish I looked better. I wish I had a better car. I wish I could do more for you. She want a man. And guess what? Let me do a little reality check for my college-educated black men. Brothers like me with masters and doctorates and certifications, okay? Initials. One of the reasons a lot of sisters don't find college-educated men attractive is because we give up our swag with the more education we get, because we're often sacrificing black masculinity so we can participate in the white economic reality. Did you hear what I said? You start sacrificing your swag so you can move up the white man's success ladder to the detriment of being attractive to sisters. Don't no woman want no weak-ass black man, even if he got a Hummer. She don't want no weak-ass black man, even if he is making $100,000 a year. She want a real man. And guess what? If she got to go and get a thug with 2 strikes on his prison record, a thug selling weed and bootleg DVDs to pay the bills, guess what? And no disrespect to the brother selling the DVDs, because I stays with mine, 6 for $20. Those are some of my best brothers out there in the street, so it's no disrespect. You understand? They making a hustle, same hustle I would be making if I didn't have a daddy in the house and I wasn't sent to the Scotland School Residential Academy and I didn't have a mother who didn't love me. I wouldn't be where I'm at. I would be doing what he's doing, so I am no better than him. Did you hear me, you bougie college educated? I don't want to trip, because I got a big issue with bougie ass college educated black men. I can't stand you simp ass dudes looking down to the corner brothers, looking down to the incarcerated brothers, acting like you white, dating white. I really got a problem. This is why I don't hang with y'all. None of my close homies is doctors. None of them. I'm the only doctor because you niggas, y'all not about the hood. Y'all not about fixing nothing. Y'all just want to copy the white man's social life. I can't stand you niggas. And I know y'all can't stand me, because y'all want to figure out why this Negro got all these degrees and he's still chilling on the hood. Why he's still on Susquehanna Avenue. Why he's still on Lehigh Avenue. Why he's still on Girard. Why he always in the hood chilling at the black bookstores and chilling with the black and hanging out with the homies, because that's who I am. I will never give up my hood stripes. I will never give up my hood stripes. Hood for life. Hood for life. So brother, never throw a pity party for yourself. Never sacrifice yourself. Number 5 for the ladies. Ladies, y'all ready? Stop volunteering information about the last time you had sex. Nobody asked your ass that. Black women, stop volunteering to tell the man you're dating or interested in the last time you had sex. He don't need you to tell him that. Did you hear what I just said? Listen. If you ever decide to become intimate with that man, you ever decide to give him a cookie, I can promise you he will know when was the last time you had sex. See, some of y'all set yourself up. And the only reason why you say that is because you just had sex. Let me say it again. Most of you, there's exceptions to every rule, but most of you, the reason why you volunteering information about the last time you've been intimate with a man and nobody asked you is because you was just intimate with a man. It's guilt. It's guilt. It's insecurity. I didn't ask you that. I don't ever ask a woman when the last time. I don't need to know that. Don't no man need to know that. Keep that to yourself. You volunteering it? We ain't even talking about that. You know why? Because it was more recent than what you said. Now, let me tell you why we don't need you to say that and why it's not a good job to say that. When you finally decide to bake a cookie with me, when you finally decide to become intimate with a man, he will know. Okay? If you ain't been intimate in 2 years, he will know. Because he got to knock on that door a couple times before you answer. Okay? You ain't been intimate with a man in 12 months, he gonna know. He got to knock on that door a couple times before you answer. But you're gonna come and tell this man you ain't have sex in 5 years, and then you pull out the loosey-goosey. How you gonna say you ain't have sex in 5 years and then hit him with a loosey-goosey? Ain't no way in hell you got a loosey-goosey talking about you ain't been intimate in 5 years. And so do you know what you just did? If you never said nothing and you hit him with the loosey-goosey, he might think that's just how you are biologically. Some women are made different. That's the anatomy. He would have never, maybe that's the way she is, Some women, once in a while, they have a natural loosey-goosey. Okay? I couldn't be married to a woman with a loosey-goosey, but some women, loosey-goosey. But if you tell a man that you ain't had sex in 2-3 years and then you hit him with the loosey-goosey, he know you lied. You're done. You're done. Ain't no marriage, ain't no queen status, ain't no wifey. You might be hit and run at the most. I'm just going to keep it gangster. You might be hit and run. So if you're running around here with the loosey-goosey, would you please stop volunteering information about when the last time and you ladies is cracking up. You sisters ain't right. Look at these ladies. You ladies ain't right. Sisters, y'all hard on each other. Y'all got to stop that. Okay, what you need to do is go on down to the nutrition store. Go on down to the herbal store and get some of those Dr. Sebi rest in peace herbs, or get with Dr. Baruch down in Silver Springs, or get with, who else we got? Scott Whitaker, get with Queen of Four. Who else we got out there? What's my brother? Tahuti Ma'at Ra, the D Health store. You know what I mean? You better get with some of them herbalists and get some herbs for that loosey-goosey. Okay? Or learn how to keep your damn mouth shut. Okay? So stop volunteering information, because it's going to mess the relationship up if he find out you lied. Shut up. Be quiet. Okay? So we halfway through. We got 5 more to go. Some people texting me now. Somebody just texted me about the loosey-goosey. Y'all crazy. Okay? Y'all ready for the last 5? We got 5 more to go. Here we go. Let me take a little sip. Y'all sisters, somebody text me and said I need to give out a loosey-goosey award. Sisters, y'all need to stop being so hard on each other. We ain't giving out no loosey-goosey awards. Tanya, you said I'm digressing, Tanya? I'm digressing. Okay, Tanya, let me get back on. Y'all hard on me on Facebook Live. Okay. Number 6. Black man. Protect your personal and financial information from women while you're dating them until you've decided to make her your wife or your queen. Okay? Protect your financial information. I have heard horror stories about women saving men's social security numbers, okay, their banking information. So if the relationship doesn't go well, they will give that relationship to some of the boys in the hood who will destroy your credit, okay, or rob out your bank account. Protect your information. That include your children's information, their names, where they go to school, their birth certificate. If you don't already have one, you should have a safe in your house if you let women spend the night over. If you allow women to spend the night in your home, you need to have a safe where you lock up all your important financial papers, because sisters are crafty, and you know they have this. They have this. They will take pictures of your financial information, give it to your ex-wife. They will do all type. Not all women. Not all women. Most sisters are not like that. Most sisters are classy and honorable. I'm talking about the ones that are not classy and honorable. I know a lot of brothers can be very lax when you bring women to your home. You cannot be lax. Some women steal. I know a brother, the sister stole like $5,000 from him. She was a thief. Protect your assets. Protect your privacy when you let women into your house. Okay, now for me, in my position, I can't let women into my house. Okay, I don't allow women to come to my home where I sleep at, because that would be insane. Okay. That's just insane. I cannot do that. I have too much important stuff laying around. Okay, it's just not going to happen. Okay, nobody coming there unless they have wifey status. You feel me? No woman comes into the home. Okay, not at this level, not with who I am now and what I still must do. So brothers, protect your assets. Sisters, y'all ready? Stop taking relationship advice. Stop getting relationship advice. And stop asking for relationship advice from lonely, unhappy, dissatisfied, miserable black Women, why are sisters getting relationship advice from lonely ass black women? And with all due respect, this could be your mother, this could be your grandmother, this could be your best friend, it could be your favorite aunt, it could be the female minister at church. I don't give a damn who she is. If she is lonely, if she cannot stand black men, if she has been mistreated by men her whole life, you do not get advice from her. You only get advice from women who are in satisfying relationships with men. And if you don't know some, you better ask somebody to introduce you to some. I would rather you get advice from a happily married woman you don't even know. I would rather you get advice from a happily married woman that you don't even know before you get advice from an unhappily married woman who you absolutely love, adore, and are related to. Did you feel me on that, sisters? I don't understand. Why would you got a good man, y'all going through something, but you got a good man, and instead of going to a woman who has a good man, you got a good man, but y'all going through something. And instead of going to a woman who has a good man, you go to a woman who ain't got no man or is dissatisfied with her man and gonna ask her, should you stay in a relationship? Are you crazy? Do you not understand misery loves company? Misery loves company. Do you not understand it's so hard for sisters to get a good man because it ain't enough men around at all? Your cousin want him for herself. Your best friend want him for herself. I hate to say this. I hate to say it. But let's be honest. If a woman has to choose between a best friend and a husband, what you think she gonna choose? If a woman has to choose between a best friend and a husband, what do you think they're gonna choose? The husband. You can live without a best friend. People live without best friends all the time. It is very difficult to live a lonely life with no companionship. It's a free fall in the hood right now. Cousins are stabbing each other in the back over the same man. You come on, you don't go to no unhappy woman. You got to be very careful who you get advice from. Stop that nut stuff. Number 7 for the brothers. If you have a problem abusing black women, if you have a problem putting your hands on my sisters, your ass don't need to be dating. You need your neck broke. Too many black women are the victims of abusive men. Too many black women are being victimized and battered and abused and having their lives put in risk and in jeopardy from black men with domestic abuse problems that stem from childhood sex abuse, fatherlessness, neglect from their mother. Don't take that out on her. She ain't the one who molested you. She ain't the father who walked out on you. She ain't the mother who put her boyfriend before you. Go and get your ass some help. I'm tired of brothers beating on women. I'm tired of little kids coming to school and have to meet with me, Dr. Johnson. We have a young man that needs to see you. Last night, he overheard his mother being beat by her father, by his father. Dr. Johnson, we have a little 3rd grade girl. She's been crying all morning. She saw the father punch the mother in the face. Can you give her some school counseling? The fuck wrong with y'all? That's why we need a ski mask club. That's exactly why we need a ski mask club. We need a group of brothers and sisters in every city in America and across the world, because I'm a Pan-Africanist. So this goes from Africa. Shout out to my African brothers and sisters. Shout out South Africa, I loved you. Kenya, I loved you. Lesotho, I loved you. Ghana, can't wait to see you again. Nigeria, can't wait to see you again. Egypt, can't wait to see you again. Ethiopia, can't wait to see you again. Liberia, can't wait to see you again. Senegal, can't wait to see you again. Canada, I'm working on you right now. And tell Drake I got to holler at him for coming at my man Meek Millie, North Philly, 18th Street. We don't play that. So when I get to Toronto, me and Drake got to have a sit down. You understand? Because you disrespected my hood. Can't have that. All right? Can't have that. Okay? So that's how we living on that. Now, Ski Mask Club. We need that Ski Mask Club. If black men knew that you getting your ass whipped as soon as you walk out the house, there would be a lot less domestic. Do you know what if it's 20 people outside dressed in black because the next door neighbor called the ski mask hotline, 1-800, we gonna get in that ass? And when you look out the door, you see 20 people ski masked up. Trust me, he gonna keep his damn hands to himself. And black women, sisters, listen to me. If he hits you once, he gonna hit you again. So I need y'all to stop putting up with these situations. And I'm gonna call out the church and I'm gonna call out the masjid on this. I got nothing but respect for the church. I got nothing but respect for the masjid, having been raised in both. But a lot of you pastors and a lot of you imams, forgive my French, I'm not gonna. Y'all straight cowards. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say. I was gonna say a word that, y'all cowards. Because a lot of these abusive men are well educated, financial contributors to the church and to the masjid, and y'all not doing nothing about it. And we ain't got the shelters out here. We ain't got the shelters we need in the hood to take care of battered black women and battered black children. We ain't got the type of institutions we need. So black women are not going to go to these white-run shelters because they don't want to be treated like animals and looked down upon. Okay? Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. See, a black woman suffers twice when she gets abused. Because on the one hand, she can't go nowhere for help. Not even to the Church of the Mind. Can't go to the white abuse shelter. And then on the other hand, she not going to turn you in because you're the father of her children. And in most states, domestic abuse is a felony. In most states, domestic abuse is a felony. So if she turn you in, you get another strike on your record, and now you down 3 strikes and you out on some Bill Clinton shit or some state penal code shit. You feel me? Some criminal code stuff. So she ain't gonna tell on you. And a lot of times, sisters getting beat, they ain't got no family that care about them. They ain't got women around them that care and brothers around them that care. Because can't no man beat up on a woman when she got men who care about her in her life. So please, if you know that you got an abuse issue, brother, get some help. Call me. I will find you a psychologist. But you got to keep your hands to yourself because I'm getting tired of this shit. Okay? Our boys see the mothers get beat and now they beating on their girlfriends. Okay? Boys see their mothers get beat. Now they beating on their girlfriends. And then your daughter see the mom get beat. Now she letting boys beat on her. I see it in the high schools where the boys be manhandling the girl like family. You don't treat a woman like that. They learning this at home. They learning this from the house. You beating on that mother. Your great-grandson might be beating on his woman because you introduced abuse culture into the family. Stop introducing abuse culture into the family. Abuse culture has no business in the family. No. I'll speak on that. I don't do police. I don't like police. I don't trust police. But I'm going to say this. Y'all could quote me on this shit because I'm a man. I stands by mine. And I don't care what people think. You understand? That's what a man. I ain't worrying about no public opinion. Okay? I didn't become king of the conscious community worrying about what people think. Okay? People rock with me because I'm going to call it as I see it. And I'm going to call it right now. If a woman has nobody she can call and she is being abused by a man, then yes, she should pick up the damn phone and call 911. DrUmarJohnson said it. Quote me, put it on a t-shirt, tweet that shit out. Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. I say this shit again. If a man is beating a woman and she ain't got no brother she can call in that community to come and intervene, pick up the damn phone and dial those 3 unholy numbers to deal with his unholy ass. I said it and you can quote me. Talking about don't call the police and he damn near killing her. Don't call the police and the kids in there crying and watching their mom get beat down like a damn animal. Nah, call the fucking cops if you can't do nothing else. Now I know some your kids deserve better than that. You gotta think about them babies. Leave, walk the hell out, leave. You ain't gotta pack, just get out of there. You can come back for the stuff later. Just get on up out of there. But we gonna get that ski mask club jumping, okay? Ladies, I know some of y'all are real good wife material. Some of you sisters are some of those old-fashioned good women. You cook for a man, you clean for a man, sexually you do whatever to please a man. But I'm gonna tell you right now, we don't do European sex in the black community, okay? So these threesomes and twosomes and belts and whips and all, we don't do all that, okay? All this anal stuff, that ain't us. Penis, vagina, okay? Not ears and nose and we didn't do that, okay? The point that I'm trying to make to my sisters, save some things for marriage. Never give a man too much before marriage that you will regret it if he walked out. Did you hear what I said? Anything you're about to do, ask yourself, if this man walks out of my life, will I regret having had done that? I know of 3 cases, 3, of women who I know personally who did things sexually with men because he requested it and she wanted to please him. For 2 of them, it was a birthday gift. And I'll tell you, with these 2 women, they don't know each other though. These 2 women, the man wanted a threesome for his birthday. He wanted them to join another woman in the bed with him. Now, I don't do threesomes and twosomes and asomes. I'm old-fashioned. I don't know what the hell y'all into. I'm old-fashioned. No devices, no electronics. I don't know what y'all into, okay? But anyhow, they joined a man in bed with this threesome. The relationship ended for whatever reason. And they felt so guilty and hurt and shameful that they did something with him that should have never been done with any man as far as I'm concerned, but definitely should not have been done with anyone except for a husband. Ladies, stop letting men take you there. Most brothers don't do this anyway. Most of my brothers ain't into this anyway. But don't do that. Even with your cooking, you might have a certain recipe, and it's like this recipe been in your family since your great-grandma. Your great-grandmom came up with a recipe for sweet potato pie that don't nobody know. She gave it to your grandmom. Grandmom gave it to your mom. He don't get that sweet potato recipe. He ain't earn it. That's for your husband. Because if you give out everything when you finally get married, what do you have left? What do you have left? All your recipes you done gave up. Every sexual experience you done gave up. You got to leave something. I'm serious about that. Even when it comes to vacations. A lot of y'all like the vacation. Ain't nothing wrong. But guess what? Some places he don't go to. Your most sacred space in the Caribbean, whether that's Ocho Rios or whether that's Grand Turk or whether that's Bermuda, you have a certain little island. You just love it right there. That's your spirit place. He don't go there. That's for your, some of y'all done did so much with all these men. You ain't got shit left. When I get married, I'm going to be mad as shit. My wife, I'm saying, what can you give me that you ain't never gave no man? Anything? No. What the hell I marry you for? You save nothing for your husband? Ladies, stop going over and above the call of duty. Save some shit for later. Okay? You ain't in this for the short term. You in this for the long haul. You don't know if he gonna be your man or not. Never do anything that you will regret. And do you know what these sisters would say? They would say, I hope he don't tell nobody what I did. I hope he don't tell nobody. For you to have to say that means you should have never done it. He tell somebody y'all had sex, so what? So what? But he tell somebody y'all had a threesome. So please, save some stuff for ladies, okay? Number 8, we almost done. For the brothers, don't let women you've dated in the past that you've had bad, negative experiences with, don't let them impact or influence your right to have a healthy relationship with another woman. One thing about us brothers, and brothers, let's be honest about this. We don't bounce back easy from emotional hurts with women. Women, although they can be full of drama, women bounce back better than us. They do. When a man gets hurt by a woman, shit, he may never love again. A man gets hurt by a woman, he may never open up his heart again to another woman. Brothers, we got to get past that shit, not just for her, but for you, because you deserve better. Don't color her from what the last woman did. Don't do that. Your ex-wife might have put you through some shit, but she ain't her. Your first baby mom might have put you through some shit, but she ain't her. And if you keep going through the same situation, you got to ask yourself, what are you doing? What do you need to do differently? Because at that point, it ain't about the women. It's because you're stuck in a certain type of a pattern, or you have a certain type of a karmic debt that needs to be paid. Because sometimes it could be a karmic debt. Sometimes it could be a karmic debt that got to be paid too. We got to understand that the spiritual represents that too. Because a lot of us, we good men, but we don't let women love us, and she can't hang around like that. Women got to have that emotional connection. That's them. You got to give it at her. She going to feel like she's being cheated, and she either going to leave you or cheat. In other words, what you fear may happen, you may cause to happen. Let me say that again. What a black man fears may happen in the relationship, you may actually cause it to happen by being so guarded that you neglect your emotional obligations to your queen, and as a result, she ends up doing exactly what you feared, although she was not even thinking about that until you decided to cut your heart off from her. All right, brothers? Loving is painful, black men. Loving is painful. Woo! Love can be painful. It can be risky business. But guess what? It's the only way to do it. It's like swimming, right? You could drown swimming, but the only way to swim is to put both feet in the water. You can't swim with 1 foot in the water, can you? What do you call it when you put 1 foot in the water? Can you call that swimming? No, that's kicking the water. In order to swim, you got to put your whole body in that pool. You got to take a chance of not being able to swim. Relationships and love is the same way. You cannot half-step it. You are either in it or you are not. And the beauty is what, though? Even though love, we all want the love. And even though getting the love can be painful and risky, is worth it in the end. Life without love ain't a life to live, black man. You deserve better. Give yourself another chance. Take your time, find the right woman, but give yourself another chance, brother. A life without love ain't no life. Trust me. Love make the world go round. Guarding your heart when you find a good woman ain't good, because somebody else gonna come around and be like, listen, I will love you, sister, the way you deserve to be loved. And she gonna leave your ass. She ain't gonna cheat either. She gonna tell you, this contract is over. Take it back. She gonna say, here's your contract. I found a man who gonna love me back. Because your emotionally wounded ass, your wounded ass, you are draining me. You are an emotional vampire. So black man, you got to learn how to love, my brother. Don't starve her of that. Don't starve her of that. And don't starve yourself for that. We all been hurt. Lord knows we got our stories. You understand? But you got to get back out there, man. Love that's God. That's why they say we can never be a man until we have a wife. God expects us to be with a queen. Take your time. Don't rush. But make sure it's on your agenda. Find her. Okay? I'm on the reels for that. Okay? Number 8 for the sisters. Number 8, never give a man all your power unless he's earned it. Learn how to take it back when you lose it. I talked about this earlier, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on number 8 for the sisters. But remember what I said. You come into a relationship with a 50-50 balance of power, a 50-50 balance of power. And every time you display weakness, you give some of your power over to the man. Okay? A relationship works best when it's an equal balance. Everything works best with balance, right? So you got to never give away your power. If you got to argue at a man, yell at a man, shout at a man, threaten a man, scream at a man, cry with a man, you giving away your power. What you crying for? You got power. Use it. What you begging for? You got power. Use it. You got the same amount of power I got. You have the relationship. I'm half the relationship. Why are you letting me dominate this damn relationship? This is supposed to be a partnership. A relationship is a partnership, not a dictatorship. A partnership, not a dictatorship. Take your power back. That's all I'm going to say to that. Number 9 for the brothers. Number 9 for the brothers. Make your woman feel secure. Do not flirt or stare at other women when you are with her. Brothers, we have to control our eyeballs. Eyeballs reflect intent and interest. Control your eyeballs. It is very disrespectful to be thirsting for other women while you're currently with a woman. That is very disrespectful. That is very disrespectful. Y'all at a restaurant and you eyeing another woman on the first date. Even if y'all married, you eyeing another woman while you with her. That's wrong. You look at another woman up and down. That's wrong. You flirting with another woman. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Make her feel special. So many black women have never been validated by their fathers. Either the father was not there, or the father was abusive, or the father was a pedophile, or whatever the case may be. A lot of sisters were never validated by their father. Validate her every time you with her. Validate her. That's your queen. When another woman walks up, you should take her hand. When another woman walks up, you should take her hand, especially if that other woman is attractive or more too, but my baby don't look this good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna validate my baby by taking her hand and hold her hand. You ain't got to lift it up, but hold her hand. You're letting her know that I see how attractive she is, but I love you. I love you. Hold that hand. Validate her, because women have those insecurities, especially our sisters who didn't have their dads in their life. Validate them. They insecurity be all over the place. Validate them. Baby, it's okay. Relax. I got it. At the restaurant, look in her eyes. Put that cell phone down. Stop taking phone calls. Do you realize that woman may have nobody in her life that gives her individualized attention? She may have no one in her life that gives her individualized attention. Some of us don't know, brothers, but it's so hard being a black mother, a single black mother, that when they get that one date a week, because some of them can only get out once a week because they don't trust leaving their kids with other people. So she get that one date a week and you should feel honored she gave that shit to you. Don't abuse it and don't disgrace it. Validate her. She should be able to walk home. She should be able to walk home after you drop her off and walk her to the door, okay? And she should be able to walk in that house and take a deep breath and say, I enjoyed myself tonight. I had a good time. That's what she should be able to say. She shouldn't have to walk in the house and say, that nigga stared at that girl with her big ass all night. She should not have to do that, black man. She should not have to do that, okay? Validate her. Give her your undivided attention. You bougie Negroes, that includes y'all too. Y'all want to stay on your little tablet and, excuse me, I need to take this. Excuse me, I need it with your skinny jeans and your tight ass turtleneck with your soft ass. Give her your undivided attention. Okay? Ladies, if you have low self-esteem, you should not be dating. If a black woman has low self-esteem, she should not be dating. A woman with low self-esteem is at significant risk of being abused, cheated on, mistreated, taken advantage of, and straight up walked over like she's a piece of dirt. If you got low self-esteem, you better fix it. Black woman, you don't need to be dating nobody if you don't respect yourself yet.